everybody! Today we're going to learn to make a different kind of tuna fish. So we've already learned how to make tuna fish out of tuna, but did you know you can make a different kind of tuna fish out of chickpeas? And chickpeas are a kind of bean, and so they're a legume, and so they're not a fish, but we can make them taste just like tuna fish. And we're going to call this snack Chickpea of the sea, and that's because sometimes people call tuna fish chicken of the sea. So we're going to be doing Chickpea of the sea. So to make this recipe, we're going to use all the same ingredients that we use to make tuna fish, except we're going to use chickpeas. And chickpeas can also be called garbanzo beans or chana. There's lots of different names for chickpeas, of course in different languages too, right? But what food group do you think that they fall under? Did you guess protein? You're right. So they're in the same food group as tuna. And just like with tuna fish, we're going to use a little bit of celery, and we're going to use either some green onion, scallion, or maybe some onion or some purple onion. And so what do those fall under? Vegetable, yes. And we're going to use some mayonnaise. And mayonnaise is in what food group? Oh yeah, that's us sometimes food. We just eat a little bit of it. And this time we're going to put our chickpea of the sea salad on top of some whole grain bread, and that falls into grains. Great! So we've got 1, 2, 3 food groups. To make this taste a little bit more like tuna fish, we're going to add a little squeeze of lemon juice. So we have a teeny bit of fruit in there, and we'll also for this recipe use a dash of salt and pepper. And that's it. So what else do we need for this recipe? We need a fork and a spoon, a can opener to open our can, if it's that kind of can, and then we need something to chop with. So we can use a knife, we can use a plastic knife, and we can also use scissors, and a bowl and a plate, and that's it. The first thing we have to do is wash our hands. So we're going to get our hands wet, grab soap, suds up, and wash for the time it takes to sing happy birthday twice, and then rinse. The second thing we have to do is wash our fruits and vegetables. So first we're going to spoon out about half of these chickpeas without the juice and put them onto a plate. Now we're going to take our fork and we're going to mash them up. They're a little hard, but we can do it. There we go. Now let's put them in our bowl. It's okay if they're still kind of chunky, that's good. Now let's add 2 small spoonfuls of mayonnaise, and we can stir that around. Now we get to add the veggies. Let's dice up a little bit of celery. We can use a plastic knife or a regular knife. We want it pretty small so we don't have huge chunks. And you can put in as much as you like. For the scallion or green onion, we can actually use our scissors. So just cut off the bottom part that has the roots, and then you can just snip it with your scissors. Red onion's really good in this too. Or if you don't like onion, you can leave the onion out completely. What other veggies could you add? I think carrot would be really good. Or maybe some cucumber. Or maybe even some sweet relish. Or you could leave the veggies out completely too. This is looking so fresh and good. Now let's add a dash of black pepper if you like black pepper. My chickpeas are pretty salty, so I'm going to skip the salt. But you could add a little bit of garlic powder if you want for a little bit of flavor. And let's add a squeeze of lemon juice. That'll make it taste more like seafood or tuna fish. Now we have everything in our chickpea of the sea salad. And so we're going to mix it around, toss it around. It sure looks like tuna fish salad. And look at that, it has all that protein from the chickpeas. And then it has some nice veggies. This is going to be delicious. So now you can take your whole grain bread, and I decided to toast mine, but you wouldn't have to toast yours if you don't want to. And we're gonna make a sandwich. Do you like open-faced sandwich? An open-faced sandwich is when you don't put the cover on. So we can make an open-faced sandwich like that, or we can make a regular sandwich and put the cover on like this. But I'm gonna make 2 open-faced sandwiches instead. I'm gonna have extra of my chickpea of the sea salad, which is fine. I can put that in the fridge and I can have this another day for another snack or another sandwich. Now we're all set, but we could, if we wanted to, add a little bit of garnish. I've got some parsley here and I've got some paprika. pretty. Paprika is just pretty. It doesn't have a lot of flavor. And what if we use our scissors to chop a little bit of parsley on top? That would be fancy. Parsley has a nice fresh flavor. There we go. There's our chickpea of the sea sandwich. Look at how delicious that looks. I can't wait for you to try this and see if it actually tastes like a tuna fish salad sandwich. I think you're going to think it does. You have an extra half can of chickpeas here, and that's great. You can use those in salads to add a little bit of protein to your salad. They're delicious that way. So take some time away from your screen and have your healthy snack, or make this one. I hope you get to try this now or a different time. Bye, have a great day.